So I want to say this, man. Um, as men, when we're young, we full of looks, we full of energy. You know what I'm saying? We got everything planted for us. You see what I'm saying? As we're young, people want to help you out more, you know, and it's easier to get women when you're young. You know what I'm saying? You can rely on your looks to get your way if you're a good looking dude nowadays, man. But looks don't last forever, man. When your looks start to go, what are you going to have to attract females? Because us men, we need sex until we die. Okay? You see what I'm saying? So a lot of dudes, what they do is, they rely on their looks throughout their whole entire 20s. And when your 30s come around, you start feeling that pinch. Because that's what happened to me. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So you start feeling the pinch as you get older. And as you get older, man, looks get worse. So you got to prepare for the future, man. Get as much money as you possibly can. See, us men, we can't rely on our looks forever, man. We get into our 40s and 50s, we can't rely on looks to attract females. It gets harder to attract females as you get older. It don't get easier, it gets harder. Everything gets harder. Moving around, everything. Bending over, picking up stuff. Everything gets harder, bro. You see what I'm saying? So you got to prepare for those years because those years are going to come around. I noticed that, man. Shoot, man. I can't pick up objects like I used to, man. Like my bones and ligaments are not getting, fuck. My body's going with the flow. So prepare for those older years, man. Don't get to those older years and be broke. You see what I'm saying? Prepare for the older years. See, like I said, man, when you young, you're not really worried about getting old and shit. It's when you surpass a certain age, like 30, 35, that's when you start worrying about what's going to happen to you when you get old. Who's going to be there for you? Nowadays, you can't even really have kids as a high value man because you don't even know who's real, who's not. You know what I'm saying? But focus on being well off or wealthy. It's either you well off, you ain't struggling with money and shit like that. Just focus on that. You see what I'm saying? Focus on retiring early so you can live longer. Times will get rough, man. I noticed that, man. Look, man, like us men, we desire young females, okay? No matter what age we are, we still like women in their 20s, okay? It gets harder to get those type of women as you age without money. You can't rely on your looks to get those women as you age. Because um, you know, you're not going to be able to get those type of women without the finances being in order as an older man. Because things start to go, man. Shit. You get older, you start balding. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Everything start growing. Your nose get bigger, your ears get bigger. You just lose looks. You lose looks. And how do I know you lose looks? Well, I ain't getting as many women as I used to when I was in my 20s. Okay? I lost looks, bro. I don't look as good as I did, you know what I'm saying, when I was 22, 23, 24 years old, dude. That was the prime of my life. Man, at that age, I was getting all kinds of females at that age. Okay? It started to slow down in my 30s. I remember, you know what I'm saying, it just wasn't that easy to get sex. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say, so you have to prepare for those years where, your looks start to fade, but your money is intact. You see what I'm saying? So that way you could continue to get young, hot women in their 20s. The only reason why young women in their 20s gravitate toward men of value is because of your value. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why they deal with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not because of your looks, man. Looks leave. Then what you're gonna have to attract females with? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got nothing, bro, you're gonna struggle. You a 40-something-year-old man and you broke, you're gonna struggle. So you gotta prepare for those years. So that way, you can rely on your money to get women. You can't rely on looks forever. Looks don't last, bro. They don't. You know what I'm saying? For some of us, um, our reality is different, man. Chad and Tyrone, their reality is different. Even them, even Chaz and Tyrone's will run out of looks after a certain age, man. It might take them longer, but eventually, when they get to be 50, 60, they can't rely on their looks anymore to get females. You see what I'm saying? Relying on your looks, getting by on your looks will catch up to you in the long run. Trust me, bro. When I was in my 20s, I was a stunner. I was a straight stunner. You feel me? And then I kept, like, the years kept going by, man. The years go by quick. Kept trying to rely on my looks for everything. And it didn't caught up to me, man. Nah, it ain't getting, don't get me wrong, bro. As you get older, you get older women and stuff around your age, maybe a little younger, maybe female like 37, 38, and you're 44 or whatever, right? But you don't really want them women, man. You want the women in their 20s, bro. Some dudes, they forced to get those type of women, man. Or they're forced to go after those women because that's all they can get. You know what I'm saying? So when you get older, you're dating women around your age and you don't want that. A 37-year-old, man, you don't really want that, man. You know what I'm saying? So prepare for the future, bro, and be aware too. This life ain't forever. Eventually, we gonna meet our maker, bro. We gonna eventually die and pass on to whatever life that's after this. You know what I'm saying? But those years are gonna come by where your looks are not gonna fucking stay around. I'm talking about for you guys are, you decent looking, or even you a Chad or a Tyrone, relying on your looks to get women your whole entire life. Eventually, it's not gonna work for the women that you want anyway. I'm talking about women in their 20s because all men desire women in their 20s, bro. Even dudes who are like 50 and 60, they desire women in their 20s. So, I mean, and able to get those type of women, and able to get those type of women, you must get that bread up, get that money, get it intact. You see what I'm saying? Because hard times are coming, man. Best believe it, hard times is coming. It's going to be a time in your life where you ain't going to be able to move around. You're going to be by yourself. You're going to be broke. You see what I'm saying? You're going to be horny as hell. A lot of dudes, you know, if they old and broke, they ain't getting laid. Us men, like I said, us men and females too, can have sex until the day that we die, bro. And we don't stop having sex after age 40 and shit. We still need it, man. We still need to have sex. You see what I'm saying? With younger women. You know what I'm saying? Because the guys who don't go out there and get that money right, bro, they don't want to end up alone by themselves, hella old. You see what I'm saying? You know, them old days are coming, bro. You got to prepare for them. That's what I'm doing right now, man. I'm preparing for my old self. I'm preparing for my 50-something-year-old self, my 60-something-year-old self, because them years are going to come around. Best believe if you don't die first, them years are going to come around. Prepare, bro. Prepare for those days, man. I get to be 50. I got my bread right. I can still get women in their 20s. And best believe, bro, 50 is not that far from me, bro. I'm 44. You see what I'm saying? I got 6 more years left before I hit 50. 6 more years. And these days are not slowing down for nothing. Time is going by quicker and quicker. You know what I'm saying? And now at my age, man, it's nearly impossible to get a 20-something-year-old female. Now, don't get me wrong, it's possible, but it's just a lot harder. I remember when pussy used to gravitate toward me, man. It was in my 20s. It was easy to get females, but it was just so goddamn easy. I made people around me jealous. I made my friend Theo jealous. He used to always be jealous because I used to get more women than him. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I remember he would always hate on me. He used to always hate on me. But those days are gone, man. I can't go back and get my prime back. A male is in his prime from what? From 18 to 23 or something like that. Or 24, something like that. Those are your prime years. Those years are not coming back. Ever and never. You get one good go around in this life, bro. You got to live it up as much as you can. You see what I'm saying? You got to live it up much as you can. You know, don't die old and alone by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, dude, you know, I just wanted to make that quick video. I'm going to try to go back and sleep and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But just remember what I said, man. Prepare for the future, bro. Prepare. That's all you got to do. Prepare for the future. Get your bread right so you can be able to still attract young, hot females. Because you can't keep relying on your looks. For all you Chads and Tyrones and you guys who are 5, 6s, and 7s, like, bro, don't keep on trying to rely on your looks forever. Nah. Get that bread straight. Get your bread right. Have a good night.